So how do you find the next Dogecoin of this cycle? The next meme coin that will do at least a 10,000x. The main gains for Dogecoin were to be made many years ago, not right now. And already this cycle, we've seen meme coins like PNUT, Mudang, Goat, CHILLGUY, ACT, all do massive numbers. But what we're going to do in this video is we're going to have a look at the early stages of these moves so we can pinpoint exactly how we could have spotted these. We've seen so many of these pump.fun coins run really hard, and I think there will be more to come as well. So I'm going to show you how next time you can pick up on these, because it's not like these just go directly to 1 billion market cap in the space of a few hours. They slowly, gradually make their way up. So let's get started. We're going to start with Mudang first. And remember, with pump.fun coins, these all started from just 5,000 market cap. Crazy. Like they're in the hundreds of millions now of market cap. Just started from 5,000. And it was a fair launch. Anybody could have bought in. But what people don't realize with these coins is this one was launched on the 10th of September. By the 15th or 16th, it barely got to 3 million market cap, then pulled back to 1.5 million market cap. So there were opportunities early on where you didn't need to be a sniper of any sort. You just needed to screen and pick up on these coins. And I'm going to show you the step-by-step process on exactly how to do that in a minute. But let's have a look at these charts first early on. You'll see that they move organically like any other pump.fun meme coin that's doing well. But the difference with these is early on, you were getting a lot of higher lows and higher highs. They were breaking previous support all the time. We were getting basically all-time highs all of the time, breaking through. And then along the way, you'd get deeper pullbacks. So for example, Mudang went to 30 million, then pulled back to 15 million. So 50% retracement there. And then it ran on to literally hundreds of millions. Now let's have a look at another one. PNUT, another very popular one a lot of you will have heard of. And this particular one, it first ran to 10 million and then pulled back all the way up to 2.5, 3 million before going vertical. But notice it was launched on 31st of October. So Halloween. Basically nearly 3 days went past where it wasn't doing much. It was still around 5 million and people were starting to talk about it. And then it went vertical to 130, then pulled back to 30 million. So a big pullback. So another opportunity there, and then it ran really hard again. Goat launched on the 10th of October, ran to 20 million, a deep pullback all the way to 5 million. And again, this happened over 2 days. So over 2 days, the dip came in after towards the end of the second day. Then again, went vertical, but not in a straight line, pullbacks along the way. However, once you get to 50, 60 million, 100 million, the ROI, the return on your investment, makes less and less sense, especially if you've got a limited budget. Sometimes I've even shown you on this channel how I literally buy and sell and where I'm buying and selling. I'm actually doing it in front of you. But when I'm taking my little trades and I might be buying at 2 million market cap and selling at 4 million and it's, well, that's really good, a little bit of a 2x. Realize that that's better than going from 60 million to 100 million, because 60 to 100 is not even a full 2x. That's why the area really to trade, as I keep repeating on my videos, is this area here, especially after a day or two where you can get those deep pullbacks on potentially very good coins. And we're going to discuss the criteria for what makes potentially the next Dogecoin a little bit later. Let's have a look at CHILLGUY. CHILLGUY did same, literally nothing in the first 12 hours or so, kind of going sideways, didn't even reach 400k market cap, crazy. And then people started realizing its potential. Loads of volume came in. It ran to 3.8 million. And then we got a range all the way back to 1 million support. Very strong psychological level. And from then on, deep pullbacks first, higher lows, attacked the 5 million area, deep pullback, normal. And then it started to run. And then every single time it went up again, it broke all-time high, So note that. A lot of them that really started to run, their lower highs would curve up. Sorry, their higher lows would curve up like that. And they kept breaking all-time highs with every spike up. And then obviously along the way, they were going to have deeper pullbacks. So this particular one had a bit of a pullback here, 50 all the way back to 25 to 30. And then another large one. Actually, no, sorry, CHILLGUY was one of the fastest ones. It's one of the later ones. Didn't even really have any big pullback from 100, which is what I thought was going to happen. Didn't even happen, just ran straight up. Next one. This was a strange one. And this is the one you could be forgiven for not even being involved with, ACT. But there are still lessons to be learned here. This one ran right from the beginning, straight up to 50. Big pullback to 5 million round level. Then ran again, broke all-time highs to 70, and then was range bound. But it never really died completely. It never got back below 10 million or so again. So for example, these lows were at 13 million. So very, very strong range. And again, that could have been a clue. Like it just wasn't dropping, ranging between 13 million and 30 million there, sideways the whole time. And then nobody can predict this, like when you're going to get a Binance listing and stuff like that. This is obviously a massive boost. Nobody can predict that. So this is the one that looked less organic. And many, many reasons for that. We don't need to go into that in this video. But the main thing is, even from the price history here, you could argue that this was looking stronger just because it was holding support very, very well. So I've gone through a few of these that did really well. So there are a lot of similarities with these. Note that all of them in the first couple of days, they got a bit of volume coming in, a bit of interest. People were seeing it as something new, different, decent meme coin. But then they all had massive pullbacks with that first wave of selling, that wave one selling, and now going into a wave two. So how can we pick them up? On dexscreener. So if you click on the home logo tab there, what you want to do is set up filters. And here's one way you can set them up for these types of coins. What you want to do is click here on all platforms, click on Solana, save. This gray box, click here, Radium, save. And liquidity, put something like 60 to 80,000. We'll put 80,000. Again, a lot of the filters I'm doing aren't necessarily looking for anything particular. They're just removing a few of the quick scams and stuff just to make the list look a little bit cleaner. Market cap. Well, any coin that's gonna be half decent and actually do this kind of crazy run, you're not gonna see it dip too low nowadays below 1 million. It's very, very rare. It's always gonna hold support at 1 million. So you can actually put that in right now. There's only that one very rare exception, which was CHILLGUY, but to be honest, that was ranging below anyway and not really doing anything. So that was an outlier, I would say. And here, we don't want to be messing about with any coins past kind of 100 million anyway in terms of ROI. So we could put here maximum, let's say 80 million. Because we still might be interested in something around 40 to 50 million, especially if we think it could 10x, and especially if it may still do a very deep pullback. So now per age, this is the key. So you want to put a maximum here of, I would say, around 60 hours. So we stretch it a little bit more just to make sure we don't miss anything. And then 24-hour transactions, again, just to make sure we're filtering out anything that's a bit of a scam, we can add something here. So we'll put something really low ball. So we'll put like 3,000, but most of the trending ones, they will do literally tens of thousands of transactions. And now we don't need to mess about anymore. So click on apply. And the next thing you can do is you can click here where it says has profile. Click on that one. So these are all the ones with the profile as well. So you can see the list already. It's not crazy long, but here's the key. What you want to do is you want to sort by volume. So click on this one here. So I already actually had that set up. And now you can see the ones that really have a lot of volume coming in. For example, Luigi. Now, a lot of you who are on CT will know the story about this one. And this one straight out ran really, really hard from literally nothing again, 5K market cap, all the way to 63 million. And if you look at the time frames here, this was no longer than 6 to 8 hours. Crazy, crazy run. So it's always going to have a massive dip. Now, I'm kicking myself, but again, it's all learning. So I would say always journal. Journal your trades, make notes wherever you can. Because I saw this pullback and I was like, I'm going to buy in today. Because this has had, well, you can see here, 24-hour volume, 177 million. And I was supposed to set up an automated buy order like I've been doing in my recent videos you've been seeing. So when it pulls back, look at where previous support is. You can see previous support was here. And I saw it struggle here at this previous support. So, and it's already quite a deep support. That's at 20 million. But obviously these can drop a lot more. And if you look at price range here, from the top here to go all the way down to that level is about 65. So about that 618 Fibonacci. So that's fine. But it was struggling there. So it was going to dip further. So where's the next place it's going to dip to? So either we've got psychological round number levels or actual support levels from the chart. So I spotted this level here at exactly 11.8 million. And I was like, well, I'm going to put my buy order there. Real life stuff got in the way, got completely distracted, missed putting my order in and literally bashed my head against the wall because it dropped there, actually spent some time there around that support level and then ran. Completely missed that. But again, no big deal. It's not like from there, it made extreme multiples. It did a comfortable 4x. So yeah, I am annoyed. But again, that's the great thing about meme coins. You get opportunities like this every single day. There will be other goats and moodangs and peanuts. Believe you me, just based on what you've seen in the last 3-4 months, anything trending on social media, it doesn't matter what's going on in altcoins, whole of crypto could be crashing, there could be problems going on in the world, people will make a meme coin about it. And if it gets enough attention, especially on social media, it will run, just like this one. And this one ran from those lows, and now it's hard to say whether this will be the next big thing, because this leads us on to the next part. So once we've seen volume come in, because this is not the only one, you've got many here with volume coming in. So some of these ones are duplicates, they're not very good coins, they're a little bit manufactured, people are running ads on them. They could just be a news story alone and nothing much else. So you're trying to search through this. So this is what we might call qualitative research, not quantitative. So we're not looking at charts. Obviously ignoring these ones that look like obvious scams as well. And I've shown you in a previous video how to do that using bots. To actually check. But the legitimate ones, like I think this was another one that was doing well, Jail, that's what we're looking for. That's the first move, that's the wave one. And notice, around 8th, 9th of December, it launched. So exactly a day or two later, they hit important lows, usually 5 million. Now, some will do a wave two. Some will run literally from here as a wave two to 50 million or 100 million. And this one, Jail, if it runs to 50, that's 10x. If it runs to 100, that's 20x. If it runs to hundreds of millions, then obviously we're talking much, much bigger multiples. This is how you find those next running coins. But so many of them from 5 will do literally nothing. And that's the challenge here. That's why you buy the dip. So if you bought the dip here, you'd be in profit. Anywhere it is here in profit. And you can wait. You can put an automatic stop loss. And I have links in the description of bots and software that will help that you do that. For example, Photon, GMGN, Bullex, etc. But every time you enter on a dip buy, which is what I always recommend, very, very rarely, unless you're very experienced, should you be top blasting these coins. If you buy in a dip buy, you don't know which ones are going to go where. So, for example, if we bought on a dip here, let's say we didn't know what was going to happen, we bought at that's 5 million. Some of them will go to 10. Quite a good bit actually. And then fall away, and then the coin will die, basically. It won't do anything else. That might be 50%. Another 20% will go to 7 or 8 million. Another 10% might go to 20 million. But then you get 5% that could go to 100 million. Maybe it's less. Maybe it's 3-4%. I don't know the exact number. I've not analyzed like every single meme coin ever on pump.fun. But a very small percentage will do that crazy run. That one crazy run, that's your account. And blown up, and then everybody will start copy trading your wallet, because your wallet will be like, well, that 120x makes up for all the losses you've had before. That's how you trade meme coins, and this is how you try and spot the next Doge. So, but people still talk about famous stories about people who got into Dogecoin early. Well, look, nobody got into Dogecoin at 5k market cap, but in these meme coins, people are getting in at 5k market cap, and some of these coins are going into the billions of market cap. And even in these ones that have just reached 12 million, if you look here on top traders, you can see some people already doing 5 and 6 figure P&Ls on these coins already. So spot the volume in the earlier launches and look for the ones that have been around for about 12 to 18 hours and might be doing pullbacks. You can even filter more here. So I put 60 hours here, but you can put minimum age of 12 here and then click apply, and then see the ones that could be doing a dip, that are doing well right now, but maybe dipping. And you have to kind of, you can't be obviously watching the chart all the time, but you can set up, like I said before, you can set up automated buys so you don't have to watch the chart all the time. But the real key here is to look at the socials. So for the one we were just looking at before, click on the Twitter, go through the meme and research and find out what it's all about. That's your job as a meme coin trader. And if this is something different, this is something that can definitely get more attention and capture the narrative, then something's happening here. So if you combine that plus a really good entry on the meme coin, that's your job done. It's literally just good entry on a meme coin, and it ticks the boxes as a decent, unique meme coin, something different, something that could potentially be either part of existing meta, like maybe another AI agent, or part of something new, because something new will definitely come. It might be today, might be tomorrow, might be next week. It will come. And when it comes, that will be the next coin that just runs to 100 million. But it doesn't run in a straight line. After a day or two, it will have some massive pullback where everybody wants to take profits, everybody's worried they're going to make losses, and that's when you get in. You don't need to be sniping like crazy, messing about with migration and stuff like that. You don't need to do all of that. I'm speaking to those of you who are new to meme coin trading and don't know anything about copy trading either, and all of these other things that are more advanced topics. You don't need to do that. Buying here at 5 million, you didn't need to snipe it. You didn't need to be fast about it. You could have just bought this on anywhere. Like, it didn't even need to be a trading bot and stuff like that just to buy in here. You could literally just trade on dexscreener if you wanted to. By the way, in terms of my content going forward, let me know if you have any questions about meme coin trading below. I'm really curious to see what stage everybody is when it comes to your experience with trading meme coins, because that would really help me. Because if it's most people just literally looking at this chart and they like don't even know what's going on, like what are all these symbols, what are all these numbers, what the hell is dexscreener, that will really help me going forward, because I can tailor my content more. But if all of you are really proficient with this and this is all really easy and you really want those advanced kind of TA tips and tricks, more than happy to do that too. Thanks for listening.